Once again, Victor AfamOghene is my name, Obaru Federal Constituency of Anambra State. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for yielding the floor to me. I wish to, and I so move, a motion on the need for the Central Bank of Nigeria to sensitize Nigerians about the non-legal tender status of old Naira notes from January 1, 2025. The House recalls the hardship, frustration, controversy, and chaotic situation occasioned by the Central Bank of Nigeria's change of currency in 2023 that affected validity of the old 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira notes at the time that resulted in litigations. Also recalls the current scarcity that led to untold hardship in the nation as a result of the CBN's inability to supply new versions of the changed currency notes. Aware that going by the Supreme Court's subsequent ruling and order, the 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira notes shall cease to be legal tender, medium of exchange for goods and services in Nigeria, and shall also cease to be in circulation as from January 1, 2025. Concerned that the Central Bank of Nigeria has not shown any sign of sensitization or kickstarted any awareness program to remind Nigerians about this important economic policy in order to make them prepare for the deadline of December 31st, 2024. Worried that Nigerians will be plunged into more chaotic situations than what happened in February 2023, when the old 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira notes shall cease to be legal tender and medium of exchange for goods and services as from January 1, 2025. Disturbed that the CBN ought to have started public awareness, such as jingles, television and radio announcements, social media postings, flyers, daily newspapers, and periodic magazine publications 3 months before the deadline. But now, with about 2 months to the deadline, there is nothing to show that the Apex Bank is prepared for the exercise. Further worried that the Central Bank of Nigeria is still comfortably releasing the old 200 Naira, 500 Naira, and 1,000 notes mixed with the new ones for business transactions in Nigeria, instead of the gradual mopping up of the old notes from circulation or ordering commercial banks to do so by issuing out only the new notes. The House therefore resolves: 1. To urge the Central Bank of Nigeria to issue more new 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira notes and begin the gradual withdrawal of the old notes from circulation before the deadline of December 31st, 2024. 2. Urge the Central Bank of Nigeria to order commercial banks to forthwith stop cash payments to their customers with old 200, 500, and 1,000 Naira notes, but instead engage in mopping up of the old notes. 3. Urge the Central Bank of Nigeria to kickstart awareness programs for Nigerians to be aware and prepare for the deadline of December 31, 2024. 4. The House directs the House Committee on Banking Regulations to ensure compliance and report back to the House within 21 days. I so moved, Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I rise to move a motion need to investigate the Federal Inland Revenue Services, Corporate Affairs Commission, and Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation, NDIC, over allegations of lopsided employment and extra-budgetary expenditure. The House notes that the Federal Inland Revenue Services, Corporate Affairs Commission, and the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporations are key government agencies responsible for critical aspects of the nation's economy in tax administrations, corporate regulations, and the protections of deposit funds. Aware that the allegations of staff recruitment process in these agencies are marked by irregularities, favoritism, and non-compliance with the federal character principle pursuant to Section 14, subsection 3 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Also aware that the allegations extended to extra-budgetary expenditure by the agencies with funds meant for statutory operations being used for non-statutory in gross violations of the Fiscal Responsibility Act. Concerned that if this allegation of lopsided employment and extra-budgetary expenditure are true, the principles of fairness, equity, and transparency are violated. Eroded public trust in critical institutions, reduce operational efficiency, and will foster a sense of marginalizations and hopelessness among sections of Nigerian populace. Worried that the alleged malpractice could undermine the capacity of the Federal Inland Revenue Services, the Corporate Affairs Commission, and Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporations, NDIC, to effectively carry out their mandate, resulting in inefficiency that may affect tax collections, corporate regulation, and the stability of Nigerian financial system. Resolve, set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the employment processes in the Federal Inland Revenue Services, Corporate Affairs Commission, NDIC, with a view to determine the compliance with the federal character principles of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, and report within 4 weeks. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Amendment.